Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera everyone. Today I would like to present about group project construction law, which is the issue attention of time in construction law. We are from Group 8 and this is my group members. First, Muhammad Aiman Safwan bin Azizan, AP 210387, Muhammad Ashraf bin Maklazir, AP 210105, Muhammad Iqbal bin Muhammad Faris, AP 210098. Nurul Ain Izzati binti Muhammad, AP 210292, Shahira binti Hawir, AP 210278. For the first slide is the introduction. Construction law is a branch of law that deal with matters related to building construction, engineering, and related fields. Construction law are very important to this industry, especially before work activity are carried out, such as bidding, negotiation, and formation of a contract agreement. There are various issues that arise in construction law, among which are attention of time, violation order, contractor responsibility, payment, and client responsibility. Our group select issue attention of time because it is the most emphasized issue in construction law. EOT is an abbreviation of attention of time, which means a provision clause in a standard contract. This clause gives the developer more time to complete the project if conditions do not permit. There are various issues in construction law. Among them are water issue, civil government issue, or terrorism, and disease issues such as serious infection disease outbreaks such as COVID-19 until the movement control order come into effect. The EOT was created to ensure that the contractual structure is in place to deal with unexpected delay.
Assalamualaikum. I am Nurul Ain Izzati binti Muhammad. Matric card number is AP 210292. I will present about definition, type, and issue in EOT. For definition is the meaning of EOT in the construction industry is the extended period of time to complete the construction. This EOT is not easily obtained by the contractor because it is a responsibility not due to the contractor. This delay is caused by unavailable and unexpected problem. Among them, there are disaster and epidemics of dangerous diseases. And therefore, the contractor should include a letter of the extended period of time stating the problem that occurred and caused the construction project to be delayed. And the state problem must to be accompanied by evidence so that the problem can be solved and obtain an extension of time. Next, we have four types of EOT. One is non-critical delay, two is critical and non-excusable delay, three is critical, excusable, and compensable delay, and lastly is critical, excusable, and non-compensable delay. Okay, for issue, we have three issues in EOT. First is issue of weather. Second is issue of public unrest of violet. Lastly is issue of disease. The first issue is issue of weather. The first is unusually weather such as flood, and this has caused that ongoing in construction process to be temporarily suspended because the flood has prevented that ongoing construction. But weather issue can be extended over a period of time because the problem is avoidable and is a nature and unavailable occurrence. The problem needs to be reported to the company to obtain an extension of time by giving a letter approve of the extension period from the customer. Which the letter The company also to include a letter from a Malaysian Meteorological Department to obtain evidence confirming the weather problem occurring in the construction area. For the next issue is issue of public unrest or violence. The next point is the occurrence of violence at the construction site that cause disruption to the construction process is among the violence that bring harm to the workers working at the construction site. Construction process had to be delayed from a week so that the worker working on the construction site would not suffer injuries that could lead to accident that cause death. The company should also include a police investigation form for the area so that the problem can be solved easily. With that, the company also need to state the extended period to time given to the contractor so that they can complete the construction after that problem. For the last issue is issue of disease. Issue related to force major problem that is due to epidemics of infectious disease of action that occur due to acts of good. Epidemics such as infectious disease that occur in Malaysia result in the construction process having to be postponed to protect the health of worker. Force major is an infectious disease and can result in the house so that this disease can be eradicated. This result in the construction process begin interpret this result in the construction being carried out having to be delayed for a long period of time because residents in Malaysia were advised to stay at home for the specific period time. The contractor must prepare a letter for an extension of time due to the problem that occur so that the delay construction can be complete after the COVID-19 problem is over. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Iqbal bin Muhammad Faris, and today I want to discuss about clauses that are related case for estimator of time. Firstly, for PWD, what we have is clause 23.1. This, for class 23.1, I mean, if the contractor is of the opinion that a complement of the work is or will be delayed beyond the completion date by any of the relevant event, stating clause 23.8, he may apply for an extension of time provided always that. So they have two more clause, 23.1A and 23.1B. Okay, for CIDB, we found it class 24.3. They said if is command of the contractor administrator is pro-subscribe for reducing the contract period of any previously extend period. Notwithstanding how many emission he has issued, even if there is a pronounced saving of time. And the last one is PAM, Persatuan Arkitek Malaysia. So for class, we got is class 15.4. That said, for project with defect liability period running during the MCO, the DLP should be according extent in consideration of the duration of the MCO period. That's all my part. Thank you.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman Safwan bin Azizan. Okay, this is a case report on the study on. Okay, the first case is project construction Sendirian Berhad versus Low Kuo. In this case, the plaintiff project construction won the case and the defendant had to pay damage to the plaintiff. Okay, by the next case is Malaysia government versus Goldbridge Engineering and Construction Sendirian Berhad. Okay, in this case, the defendant, Goldbridge Engineering and Construction, was given discussion by the court. That means the Goldbridge Engineering and Construction Sendirian Berhad won the case versus Malaysia government. Okay, the third case is K3 Synergy Holdings Sendirian Berhad versus Maritime Construction Sendirian Berhad. Okay, the court has been in favor of the respondent Maritime Construction because the respondent has a strong reason. Okay, means K3 and means in this case Maritime Construction was given EOT by the courts. Okay, next Syarikat Sapura Industrial Berhad versus Malaysia government. Okay, the court discussion was in favor of the plaintiff Syarikat Sapura Industrial Berhad because the delay caused by circumstance that could not be avoided by the plaintiff. Okay, in this case, Syarikat Sapura Industrial Berhad won the case and was given EOT by the court. Okay, and the last case is UEM Sunrise Construction Company Sendirian Berhad versus Sunway City Berhad Company. Okay, the court discussion was in favor of the plaintiff, UAM Sunrise Construction Company, and the court granted AOT to the plaintiff, UAM Sunrise Construction Company. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Muhammad Ashraf Iman Azim, AP 210105. For the conclusion, construction law teach us to follow existing rules because it takes a long time to complete them. The contractor must know all the standards that have been set. This is said to be so because it can make it easier for the contractor to obtain additional time if the project cannot be complete due to unavailable problems that are not from the contractor himself.
That's all from Group 8. Thank you.